Hey guys, this is PBPlanetEclipse. I'm going to show you faster ways or better ways to reload using your pods when you're out in the field playing. Just quicker ways to reload. It helps me. I don't know if it helps you. It could. It's all about preference really. So let's get started here. First off, I'm going to show you the pod belt that we're using. I'm using the 2011 PlanetEclipse pod belt. It's a very nice pod belt. It's 3+4. And then these are just regular pods. I'm going to show you my preference of how to position the pods in the pod belt to make it easier and less fumbling around with the pod while trying to reload in the middle of the game. So what I do is, you might have seen a video like this before, but what I do is the tabs, these parts right here, the part that you push up to with your thumb, I face these to the outside of the pod belt. So here's the outside of the pod belt, and here's the tab to the outside. So when you grab it, your thumb is already on it. You just grab it and do it. There's no fumbling around with the pod. And then, so the right side pod faces the right side. The left side pod here, I face to the left side. And then the middle pod is really all about whatever hand you feel most comfortable with reloading with. So if you like to reload with the right hand, face it toward the right side. If you like to reload with the left hand, face it to the left side. I'm better at reloading, more accurate at reloading, quicker at reloading, all that, with reloading to my right hand side. So I face it to the right hand side, the middle one. It's just easiest for me. So I'm just going to show you how much easier it is to actually do this. I mean, once again, like, this is all about preference. Maybe you don't like this idea, maybe it doesn't work for you. It's really all about preference. Alright, that's sitting a little high, but alright, whatever. So, got the pod. Right hand. Pull it down, your thumb's already on it. Boom. You don't have to fumble around with the pod at all to get your hand you get your thumb on the tab. Same with the left hand. You pull it out, your hand's already on the thumb. You don't really have to do anything. It makes it just so much more easier, less to think about, less to worry about when you're in the middle of a field. And the right hand, how I said, I like it on the right side, so I face it to the right side. So I have it where I want it. It just prevents all the trying to figure out where it is when you're in the middle of shooting, or when you're keeping paint on a bunker, covering people, doing whatever you're doing. It just helps out a lot. Next, I'm going to show you how to hold the gun while reloading. So you're going to be, when you're shooting, pretty much all you're going to do is just take your other hand and get the pod, depending on what side the pod's on, whichever one you have paint in. If you already use your right side pods, you're going to have to go for your left hand, so you have to hold the gun with your right hand. And if you're already used your left pods, you're going to need to use your right hand, so you need to hold your gun with your left hand to get the right hand pods. So basically all you're doing is taking your other hand away, whatever hand the pods are on, you just take them away to get the pod. You can either, I don't know if you're playing speedball or whatever you're playing, but if you have it on ramp, pretty much all you can do is just keep it with one finger going and then get it. But if you're playing semi, it might be a little bit harder because you might want to try to rock it too. I don't know, it's hard to do holding the gun with one hand. So that's all up to you though. So I don't know, whatever makes you happy that way. Next, I'm going to show you how to open the pod with the gun in your hand. When you take it out, you want to open the pod, then put it up. You don't ever want to take the pod and then try to open it up here and do that. It's never going to work. You're going to waste half a pod every time you do it. It's just a lot easier to open the pod and then you can see. And if you're not as good at doing that, and you can't keep shooting, can't do it up here, it's okay to drop your gun, reload, and then come back out. It's alright to do that. It's not the most convenient way, because it takes all the time out of there. You have to actually stop shooting, reload, then come back out. But I mean, if you're not sponsored, paint is expensive, obviously, so you don't want to waste paint. And if you don't get free paint, then it's a little bit more of a big deal than people that get free paint, and they don't really care. Who cares? The people pay for it. So that's how to do that. And I have the speed feed on here, so I mean, all I gotta do is just grab the pod and I'm ready to go. But people that don't have a speed feed, what you want to do is, before you even reach back to grab the pod, you want to open the hopper, then grab the pod and go. And then you can close the pod, close the hopper, drop the pod. Same with your left hand. You want to open the pod before you even reach for your pod. Open the hopper, I'm sorry. Open the hopper before you even reach for your pod, because it's too hard to have a pod in your hand and then try to open the hopper and then for it. So that's the easiest way to do that. Ways to what was this? Yeah. Ways to reload, to practice, if you want to practice at home or whatever. I mean, what I did a few times, you can just lay a blanket out on your floor, take a pot of paint, just hold the gun with one hand, just practice your accuracy. It's always going to be harder to do in a game, because, you know, you're trying to shoot, you're trying to do a bunch of other stuff at once, look around. But, yeah, one hand, and then you can pick up the paint. It's not like you lose it all. You can pick it up and just put it back in the hopper and reuse it. So that's the way to do that. And yeah, I think that's about it. I hope this helps. If you have any other ideas, just let me know. And that's about it. Thanks.